Hello and welcome to another video of Field Complete. In this section, we will cover dispatching. Dispatching is basically where your office workers spend most of their day. It's split into two sections. The top section has your job list. It's basically a list of jobs that are filtered by these filters up here. The default is basically on scheduled jobs or jobs that are ready for scheduling. Anything in the list shows up on the map as pinpoints. If you hover over, you'll see more details. If you click on it, you'll see which job in the list it is. You can adjust the map size by dragging and dropping, or by clicking and collapsing the map altogether. You can also adjust the height of this section, and as you adjust the height, more jobs appear if there are more jobs that are unscheduled. The second part of this screen is basically your calendar. Calendar is kind of a snapshot for the day. It's color-coded based on the status of work. So green means completed, red means in progress. That means somebody's there on site working right now. Blue means they're on their way, and they obviously mark these statuses through their mobile apps. And yellow means that it's scheduled for a later time. The top section is your W-2 employees. The middle section is groups. It's basically like certain industries, they schedule out, like landscaping, pool services, roofing, they schedule out in groups sometimes. So you can easily create groups from the dispatch screen here by just grabbing one of your texts on and dragging onto another one, and right away it prompts me to create a group. And you could rename it here. You can add more technicians if need be, and then click create, and it'll create a group. This way you can schedule one job to two technicians at the same time. Last section is contractors. Contractors are your 1099s and your LLCs. The difference between them and technicians is that you can assign multiple jobs per time slot, and whenever you drag a job to them, they will not be able to, you will not, like a dispatcher won't be able to change the status of the job until they accept the job. And this is important because it won't send out any notifications to the customers that you might have configured that the job is scheduled or that somebody's going to show up there unless the contractor actually accepts the job. So that's kind of the difference between the contractors and your technicians from a calendar standpoint. Scheduling work here is super simple. You can click on a technician. Let's say I want to give a job. I have an electrical job here, and I want to give it to this electrician. So as you can see, he has two jobs for today already. And when I click on the technicians, his route for the day shows up on the map. And then I want to give this electrical job, which is right on his way, right? So it fits his schedule well. I just basically drag and drop it onto the calendar for that day for that technician. You can also adjust the time. The default time was 1 hour for this job, but let's say I want it to be a 3 hour. I can manipulate that, and if I don't know, dragged it on the wrong spot, I can also always basically take it, drag it, and drop it onto another time. As I'm clicking through this, as you can see, his new route showed up with the 3 jobs on the map. Last thing I want to cover here is the route planner. Route planner is basically where you can see a route before you schedule it out, because when you drop it onto the calendar, technician gets notified, homeowner or tenant gets notified that somebody's going out there at that time. So if you want to first, like, let's say these 3 jobs, it's turn, general maintenance, turn. So if I want to basically assign these jobs out, and I want to see how they fit with the calendar, I can first basically drag and drop them on here. And this is kind of like a test route that's showing up on the map here for me. As you can see here, and I can also adjust the times for each one of these, right? Like if I know if it's turn is going to be longer, let's say, and then general maintenance, and then I can take the whole route and basically drag it onto one of my technicians. They're showing me green for green spots, red if those spots are taken, and basically this way you can schedule out a route a whole route to a technician. As you can see right here, I scheduled all 3 of these jobs. They're all in schedule status right away to one tech. So that's a quick summary of dispatching, how it works, how to schedule jobs, how to view the calendar, how the map works. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to our support via email, phone, or chat for our quickest response. Thank you.